Hi guys, welcome back. We need to talk about this. Okay, well, I was talking with some friends of other countries who came here to Ecuador, um, and they told me that they feel really safe. And right now, the situation of the insecurity here in Ecuador is really difficult. So I want to share with you what is happening right now in Ecuador because I wanted to tell you the truth and that you be safe here. I think you need to know what is happening, how is the situation thing. So in the video of today, we're gonna talk about the insecurity here in Ecuador. I'm gonna give you some advices. I'm gonna tell you what is happening right now. I gonna tell you what are the safest places in Ecuador. Are one of the dangerous places here in Ecuador also too. And some consideration that you have to know. I live my whole life here in Ecuador, and right now the insecurity is really difficult. So I'm gonna give you some advice, and let's get started with the video. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna talk about is the most common crime that you can experience here in Ecuador while we were traveling around the city, the biggest city. So is pickpocketing. Here it is really common, and the criminals know about the law. So they work in a group of 4 people or 5 people, and for example, they take your cell phone, and this person gives to another one, and another one person gives to another one. So when you realize you don't have your cell phone and you start thinking who stole your phone, and you tell him you stole my phone and call the police, even for the police it's really difficult to do something because there is no evidence about the crime, and they can do anything because it seems like the person who took your phone didn't do anything. So even for police here, it's really difficult to send them to the jail. So for this reason, it's really important that you be alert always. The recommendation is that you have the important things in front of you. Um, don't bring a lot of money with you. Don't bring all your credit cards. It's better if you can only have one credit card for emergency, but leave your wallet on your hotel, on your hostel, or in a place that is safe. And also bring with you a color copy of your passport and your visa if you have one, and don't go with your actually passport, because if they steal your passport, it's gonna be really difficult to you, and you don't wanna be in that problems. Um, if you get assault, or if you lose your things in the bus or on the street, you have to go to the police and make a report. But also, I'm gonna put the link in the description. You have like this option that you can do on internet, the report. They have all the information in English, so it's for tourists. It's really sad because right now Ecuadorian people are really scared about the insecure situation. So the people don't gonna help to you. It's really difficult that the Ecuadorians help you in this kind of situation, and it's not because Ecuadorian people are selfish or are not helpful people, but they don't want to get involved in that because sometimes these criminals have guns or knife. So it's better that you don't fight them, and that's the reason why Ecuadorian people don't want to get involved. So please be alert, and the important things in your phone pocket. And it's important that if you are on the bus, don't texting a lot, don't talk with the phone a lot, take care of your headphones. I recommend you to don't use headphones on the bus station because they're gonna see them that you have really nice headphones or a good cell phone. So the second point is muggings and robberies. Okay, this is kind of common right now. I mean, in the tourist places not happen a lot because also here in Quito we have police especially for tourists. But in other places are really common. So be careful with motorcycles. They can see you with your phones and they're gonna stop and take all your money, your cell phones, iPad, jewelry, whatever things. For that's the reason that also on the streets you don't have to be with your cell phone or taking selfies or listen to music. I know that maybe in your country it is really different. You can do all the things and nothing is gonna happen. But here in Ecuador is really sad. Right now it's happening a lot, so be careful with the motorcycles. Also, it's happening a lot that the government didn't allow that two persons are in one motorcycle. But it's really difficult to police to control that. For that reason, here the recommendation is about walking alone in quiet areas or also at night. And you have to consider that here in Ecuador, they close really early all. So like 8 p.m. is gonna be all closed and there is no be a lot of people on the streets. Right now local people know that it's really dangerous, so they don't gonna be walking in the streets. Also it's important that for example in Park Carolina, at 6 p.m. You don't have to cross Carolina Park. It's really dangerous, and I listened to my friend that they tell me I crossed like Carolina Park and nothing happened. And all local people know that they don't do that because it's really dangerous, but you don't. So consider this. I mean, to my friends, hopefully didn't happen anything bad. Right now the insecurity is really high, so it's better that you avoid those kind of things. It's better that even if you are near to one place in the night, it's better that you can take an Uber. Another recommendation when you are walking on the streets is better if you can walk in the opposite direction of where cars are coming. Why this? Because if they want to assault you, they have to make a U-turn, so that give you some time that you can run. But this is a really important thing, guys. Right now, criminals have guns, have knives. The police are trying to take the knife right now, and they take a lot of knife from people, and that indicates that the people are with guns and with knife. So even you know to fight, even if you know martial arts, it's better that you give them all your things, because they are really nervous. Sometimes they are drunk and they are really violent, and if you start to fight them, they don't doubt to kill you for a cell phone. I watch a lot of news of Ecuador, and young people get killed by a cell phone of $100. It's really sad, but it's the reality of Ecuador. So if you get in this kind of situation, it's better that you give all them the money, the cell phone, whatever thing they ask you. The third point, if you want to take money from your bank or from ATM, sometimes the people who work at the bank give the information to these criminals and they go rob you. So the recommendation here is, if you want to take money out of your bank, the police have a free escort service to protect you when you take money, a big amount of money from the bank. So if you want this service, you can call them. It's totally free and you're gonna be more safe. Also, taking money from an ATM, the recommendation for me is that always go to a mall, because in the street it's kind of dangerous. They can go in a motorcycle and forced to take a lot of money or things like that. So the better option is that you take your money on a malls, on a supermaxi. You have also there ATMs. And another thing that is getting really common right now in Ecuador, and is really sad and scary, is express kidnappings. This is gonna happen if you are at night, because they serve like the perfect hour, like 8 p.m. because or 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. because it's like the banks allow you to take certain amount of money in one day. So they take you at night, wait till 12 p.m. or a.m., wait till 12 a.m. and then make you to take out money again, so you can do two big amounts of money of your ATMs. And it's really scary because even if you are in a car with a friend, if you rent a car, or if you are in a car with an Ecuadorian friend, it can happen. So right now it's kind of dangerous to go out at nights, I mean in a street where there is no people, because it happens like this: you are driving and motorcycle come into and cross you and get out with arms and go into your car and take you all of the city. They're gonna punch you, they're gonna insult you, they're gonna tell you that they're gonna kill you if you don't give them all their money. They make you to use all your credit cards and go to a lot of ATMs and take money, and it really is scary. So yeah, be careful with this. Even if you are in a car right now, it's kind of dangerous. For example, also in traffic, you can be with your phone even if you are in a rent car, because on traffic people with guns see you with your phone, and they take out the guns and ask you to give them the phone in traffic areas. Don't use your phone also, and don't be out in your car in the street that are alone. It's better that you don't travel at night. Also, if you have a car, if you rent a car, or if you own a car, or if your Ecuadorian friends are planning to go, for example, to the beach, don't travel at night. This happened to a friend of mine. He, for job, the company told him that he has to go to Guayaquil at night, and on Santo Domingo, criminals blocked him when he was driving and steal all the things of the company, steal the car, and they are really drunk. So they tried to kill my friend, and just because they drunk, and was really sad because they take the gun in the head of my friend, and they should, but hopefully the gun stopped working, and the people who tried to kill him was trying to make the gun works, and then shot and give him a shot on the leg. So yeah, travel at night is a really bad idea right now. Also, here is, I'm gonna put the story of a Ukrainian girl who traveled around Ecuador, and she get assault similar like my friend, and you can go and see her experience. And right now she is not in Ecuador. It's better that you always go with the windows closed, and don't be out late even if you are in your own car. Always try to be with more people in car, walking, and yeah. And express kidnappings also happen when people take taxi. So be careful with this. There is also another YouTuber, a local YouTuber from Ecuador, who take a taxi who he thinks that was a real taxi because it's yellow and have like all the stickers and all the things. It seems like a real taxi, and they get victim of express kidnapping. I'm also gonna put the video in the link below so you can know his history. And yeah, be careful with taxis. The recommendation is that you use an app. You can use Uber, Cabify. No, Cabify is not working anymore here in Ecuador. You can use Uber. I think Uber is the best option because InDriver is kind of cheap, but I heard people that suffer bad experience there. So Uber, I think, is the most popular app right now. And always the recommendation, for example, if you are a girl and you are traveling alone, always be in a phone with some people. Like right now I'm in the car is this color, take a picture of the car, you go in front and take a picture, because the people who's driving is gonna be taking like, she's taking a picture from the car and send to someone know that she's in the car, so I can do anything. So yeah, it is an advice that right now people give to local people, like take a picture of the car, talk with a friend while you are on the Uber, and don't show fear because they can see you like a victim. Okay guys, so the video is too long, so I'm gonna make you 2 parts of the video, because otherwise the video gonna take like 30 minutes. But I recommend you to watch the other part, because I'm gonna tell you things that are happening right now, and yeah, so be careful with that, careful with all that, and see you in the next part of the video.